Pass Around the Smile is like your go-to friend, the one that lifts you up and backs you till the end. She's there to guide and inspire, challenge and teach, and remind you that your best self isn't out of reach. Self-development, manifestation, self-love and more, it's time to trust the process more than ever before. Welcome to Pass Around the Smile, the podcast. I'm your host, Cleo Massey, and I am so glad you're here. Let the magic begin. Hello and welcome back to the Pass Around the Smile podcast. I'm so excited to have you here. This is week 3 of our manifestation challenge, Make It More Than a Dream. If you are joining us for the first time, I recommend going back to episode 1, not necessarily episode 1 of the whole podcast, just episode 1 of this series, so 2 episodes ago. This little series is called Make It More Than a Dream. It's a manifestation challenge. It is completely free on the Pass Around the Smile podcast. There are some optional extras if you want to supercharge your journey, but that's totally up to you. We are up to week 3, guys. How are we here? This is so exciting. So welcome. This is a really exciting week. It is the Align and Allow week. This is the week where we sit back, we let go, we give up control, we actually allow the universe to co-create with us. And it's when a lot of us will start to receive some exciting things. It could be the big dream, it could be little signs and coincidences. All I ask of you is to be open and don't compare your journey to others. You might be doing this series alongside some friends or some colleagues, or even just looking at what people are writing in the Pass Around the Smile community. No journey is the same. We are all on different paths. Some of you are only just starting week 1 now. Some of you have gone ahead in the booklet and have finished all of the weeks. This is like, just do what feels good for you. Remember, manifesting should never feel hard. If it feels hard, you're doing something wrong. If it feels like you're forcing it, something is out of alignment there. And we are talking about alignment today. We are talking about aligning ourselves and allowing our dreams to actually manifest into our reality. This is kind of where it gets really exciting, week 3 and 4. Week 1 and 2 may have felt a little bit heavy, a little bit uncomfortable, but I am so proud of you. If you gave it a real good shot, if you completely honored yourself, listened to the podcast, maybe you got the extra downloads and just really gave it your all, I promise you this is going to create positive change in your life. And if there are sections or little bits that you want me to expand on, or that you are confused about, if you're getting to week 3 and you're like, I don't really feel like I'm up to week 3, I feel like I still have some more work to do, then that's amazing. Go back and listen again. Go on a walk. Allow the information to sink in how it needs to. Post your questions in the Facebook community chat. I will answer them all. I want to make sure you feel heard and supported during this challenge. All of the links, by the way, I've put again in the show notes. So the guide booklet, the coloring book, so exciting, and the ritual soundtrack, which I'm just so proud of and so excited about and so glad you guys are loving. The all-in-one experience, it just gets me. I've always wanted something like this, and I just feel really excited that I've created it. And now, week 4, so next week, is a live podcast recording. It is absolutely free if you want to join. There are no more optional extras. The optional extras are those 3, which you'll find in the show notes. So in the show notes, you will find the links to the optional extras, but you will also find a link to register for week 4, which is the Receive with Gratitude week, a really exciting episode. What it is it's a live podcast. So at 7 a.m. on the 2nd of August, I am going to be recording a live podcast with you guys on the Zoom call with me in real time, asking questions, me answering your questions. Now I have to cap this at 100. I don't know if 100 of you will want to join. I don't know if the timing will work. I know a lot of you are overseas. I tried to make it early morning here, so it would at least be kind of a decent time for you people overseas. But 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on the 2nd of August will be week 4. It is a live podcast recording. It is absolutely free to join. However, I do have to cap it. Please, though, only register if you can definitely make it at that time. Now, for my Aussie Pass Around the Smile smileys, I think it's a great time because it's Saturday morning. You can literally stay in bed and flick it open on your phone or your laptop and join in. Now, you do not have to ask questions if you want to join in. You can just sit and be on the live podcast, feel the energy of all of us doing it in real time. It's super, super exciting. Or you might want to be interactive and ask questions. You might have questions about week 1, week 2, week 3, or what we're chatting about on week 4. Anyway, so guys, let's get straight into week 3. I have so much to talk about. The links that you need are in the show notes for the optional extra downloads from week 1, 2, and 3, and the link to register for week 4, the live podcast recording, the last session of our Make It More Than a Dream challenge. It's all in the show notes. But seriously, let's get into week 3 because my notes, there's a lot of them. There's so much to say. Okay, so let's start with talking about alignment. What is alignment? Okay, feeling aligned, or I guess getting into alignment, means that you are in total coherency with your values, your beliefs, who you were meant to put on this earth to be, how you want to show up, how you want to treat people. You're in alignment with all of that. You're in alignment with the flow of the universe. Now, you will all have been in alignment before. Sometimes we are in alignment for weeks or months at a time. Sometimes we're in alignment for just a day here and there because maybe we have external things going on that are like bringing us out of that alignment, like negative thoughts or limiting beliefs, negative people around us, negative energy, bad things happening in the world. This is so understandable, and this happens, and this is normal. And what happens in those moments is you become misaligned, and it's nothing to freak out about. It's nothing to think, oh my God, I'm going a million steps backwards. It's just that we're humans. We get misaligned and then we get aligned again, but we want to strive to be in alignment as much as we can. So you will have been in alignment, and I'll kind of give you an example of how that feels. So it's the days where things just seem to flow. It's the days where you're seeing beauty in everything. You might be on a walk and you're just like looking at a tree and you're like, it's so beautiful. You're like, the breeze feels amazing on my face. This song sounds extra great today. This food is incredible. Things happen around you that would usually annoy you, but you just kind of laugh them off, or they just kind of pass you by. Those are the days, the weeks, the months where you are in alignment. And what it means when you are in alignment, it means that you are vibrating high. Now, we know that the law of attraction works in energy. It's energy attracting energy. So when we are vibrating high, we are attracting the people, the opportunities, the circumstances, the good news that is vibrating on that same high level. Now, when I'm getting kind of a little bit overwhelmed with the manifestation steps and I kind of don't know which ones to choose or where to start or what to do today with this particular manifestation or this particular dream, I will look at, okay, well, where's my vibration? Because I know if I raise it and if I get in alignment, I don't actually have to do the steps. I don't have to actively manifest as such. I can just raise my vibration, feel really good, and know that I am sitting on a high frequency that will attract other beautiful things sitting on that high frequency also. So that's kind of feeling aligned and getting into alignment. And how do you do it? You do things that lift you up, that fill you up. Now, actually, my editor of this podcast, Mariah, she has a new business called More of Monday, a little shout out for her. But she put a little card in, she sent me one of her desk planners, and it said, fill up your cup first and give others the overflow. I loved that. Like we all talk about, fill your own cup up first, fill your cup or you can't give to others. Yes, we hear that a lot, but I've never heard it said in that way, which is fill your cup up and you can still give others the overflow. There will still be more to come for other people. So when you are trying to get in alignment, you need to fill up your cup, and don't feel selfish about it because you will have an overflow for those around you. How do you fill your cup up? It's going to be different for everyone. So maybe you need to journal today or tonight about what genuinely fills you up, what lifts you up, because what can you do today to get yourself into a higher state of vibration? It is the easiest way. That and gratitude, and why it works so well together is gratitude is the highest form of vibrational energy. But we'll talk about gratitude more in week 4 on the live podcast where we're all going to be together, doing it together in real time, asking questions, me answering you. It's going to be really exciting. Okay. Now, however, when you are manifesting something, right? Let's say that you are manifesting something that you don't really want. I know we've talked about this in previous weeks, but you are manifesting this thing just because you think it will make you happy. Maybe someone else has it, or society says that it'll make you happy. Maybe having this amount of money will make you really happy and will give you freedom. So you're manifesting that amount of money, let's say. If it is not in alignment with where you're at the moment, with your values and beliefs of, let's say, working a job that really fulfills you, let's say you're obsessed with animals and your values, your beliefs, your desires lie in working at a zoo or an animal care center. If you just start to manifest money for money's sake, does it align? No, the energies conflict. So before I was talking about how we get to be in alignment, in the flow of the universe. We raise our vibration. We are acting in accordance with our values and desires. If you begin to manifest something that is not in alignment with your values and desires, the energies conflict and they get all messy. Then you are sending confusing signals to the universe and you are not listening in to week 1 of clarity. And then asking loud and clear, which was week 2. So getting really clear, which is when we're in alignment, we are clear. Because when we are in alignment, we are feeling powerful. We know exactly what we want and what we need to make ourselves happy. And that's when it gets really exciting. It flows really effortlessly. Like everything just feels easy. When you're in alignment, that is what happens. But you want to make sure what you are asking for is in alignment with your values and desires. Now, this works in the other way as well. Let's say that you are not in alignment, as in you're not feeling in alignment, not necessarily with your goals and beliefs. So let's use an example of, let's say you are manifesting something that is totally in alignment with your values and beliefs. You know this is meant for you. All the signs are there. You've quietened the outside noise. You've done the work. You've got clear. This is for you, okay? In this example, this is a perfect desire for you. However, you've had a really bad couple of weeks and you're vibrating really low because your limiting beliefs are coming in. Maybe some external things have happened, let's say in your friendship group, and you're feeling really yucky, maybe jealous, maybe you've had a falling out with a friend, whatever it is, you're vibrating low, right? Those energies also don't quite match up there because your energetic state is vibrating down here. What that means is that you will be attracting other people, opportunities, circumstances, things vibrating on that same low level. Now, I don't want to freak you out. When we're feeling negative, we're not going to all of a sudden just manifest all this negative energy into our lives. No. Why? Because you're not taking actionable steps to manifest those bad things, are you? Think of it in the opposite way. When you're feeling really good and you're vibrating really high, you're taking actionable steps to manifest that desire. You're visualizing about that desire. You're asking about that desire. That is why it gets brought to you. So just because on a day or a week or in a few months, like for a few months, you are feeling of a low vibration, it doesn't mean that you're going to manifest all this negativity into your life. Anyway, I kind of segued there, but I want to make sure I get as much out in these podcast episodes because it's like a course as I can. And I hope you're taking this all in. And if it feels too much, just trust that the information, it'll come over you as it needs to. So back to my kind of example, was you're vibrating low, right? But you're still asking for that desire and you're still visualizing, let's say, that desire that is so right for you and so in alignment with your values and beliefs. But if you're vibrating low, those energies don't match up. They conflict. So it can work and it cannot work in a few different ways. All of the steps, all of the energies have to align, but really look at where your vibration is sitting because your vibration dictates everything. Like really, so your subconscious mind dictates 90% of your habitual behavior, right? But your subconscious mind then dictates the vibration of your body. So what is your subconscious mind doing and saying? What limiting beliefs are stuck in there? What fears are holding you back? This is where the real work begins. And this is where the real work actually happens and changes things for good, like creates the positive change. And that is what I'm wanting to do for my Pass Around the Smile community. I'm so passionate about doing the real work. I do just want to talk about the fluffy stuff, but it won't work. I'd be doing you a disservice. If I just talked about manifestation, close your eyes, visualize it, and it'll come, you would go away and get really frustrated because it wouldn't work. Okay, so while I'm on the kind of topic of energies not aligning, when we are in this stage of aligning and allowing of this manifestation process, I want you to check in with where you are at with your desire. You are probably right now, if you've been following along the weeks, you are probably still in a state of desire. So you are desiring the thing, the person, the opportunity, the change that you are manifesting, right? It is time now to step out of desire and into receiving. But you have to allow to receive. You have to let go to receive. You have to give up control to receive. And that can be so hard. Why? Because we want our desire so much. So of course we're going to think about it. Of course we're going to stress over it. Of course we're going to make assumptions as to why it hasn't come into our fruition yet. We're human. This is normal. But we need to try and do the exact opposite. And why I thought the coloring book would be perfect for week 3, that's the optional extra that you can download. It's 10 pages, it's actually 11 pages of my oracle decks illustrated by the amazing Katie Regan. Just a nice exercise to help you surrender, to help be a distraction that's not your phone. Be a distraction that's not the TV. Be a distraction that's not your kids screaming or, rushing from place to place. To actually allow your mind to get creative, to flow, and fill pages up that have beautiful positive quotes on it, which will probably align at the time because the oracle cards always do, of course. But to receive, we must change from a state of desire to a state of receiving. You might be thinking, but I haven't received my desire yet, Cleo. I hear you, but you want to act as if you have received your desire. What does that do? It begins to trick your mind into believing that your desire is in your fruition, is in your real life right now. How do we do that? Through visualization, through acting as if, making room. So let's go through all of the things. This is a really exciting episode. This is my favorite part of manifestation. Believing, visualizing, stepping into the version of you that has that thing already. Now, I'm not saying go and be a different version of you, go and strive to be someone else. No, I'm talking about be you. So let's use me for an example. I am wanting... My manifestation is actually a little tricky at the moment because we're not actually wanting to manifest our family home right now. We want it in a couple of years. But let's say if we wanted our family home right now, I would step into the version of Cleo that already has that home. So not a different version of me. Because that would take you out of alignment with who you are. I would step into the version of me who already has the home. So how would I feel? What would I be doing? Would I be doing things differently? Would I be feeling different? I really like the example of if you are manifesting a relationship. So if you are single, let's say, what would you do differently if you had a loving partner right now? Well, you'd be making more room in your closet for them to put a few clothes. You may be buying them a toothbrush, and so go buy a toothbrush and sit it there for them. Sleep on one side of the bed. Make room for this person to come into your life. Tell the universe that you are ready. Show the universe, create physical space. Act as if this person has already come into your life right now. What's another example? You got a new job. Maybe this new job is way more corporate than your older job. So go and buy yourself the outfits that you are wanting to wear. Put on the outfits. Look at yourself in the mirror. Get dressed in them for the morning. Even if you don't have the job yet, act as if you already do. Step into the version of you that has the job, that has the person, that has the home, whatever it is that you want, you get to choose to act as if you have it already. Now, I've told this story a million times. So it's a study, I guess, on the podcast, but I'll say it again. So there's this study that's been done and they hook up these athletes to, these brain wires and they measure their brain activity when they close their eyes and they visualize themselves running a successful or performing a successful competition. And what happens when they visualize themselves performing this competition successfully, they stimulate the same brain regions that they do when they are actually performing the activity. So this goes to show how powerful our mind is. Our mind is so powerful. Our mind is where it all happens. This is why it's so important to treat our minds with meditation, to treat our minds with slowing down, to treat our minds with podcasts or music that fills our minds up with positivity, with good information. So I love reminding myself of that study because often I can slip out of faith or the trust that I have the power, and I might feel weak or I might feel persuaded by someone else or by society, or I might feel powerless because I'm putting other people on pedestals. However, we all hold the same power. We are all intuitive beings. We are all powerful beings. All of our minds are just as powerful as each other. It's up to you how you train your mind. It's up to you how you use your mind. So how do you visualize? Visualize however it feels good for you. A visualization is just an imagination, like whether you're falling asleep at night, whether it is through meditation, whether you're on a walk, whether you're driving in your car. I mean, don't shut your eyes while you're driving, but feel into the version of you that has the thing already. And when you're visualizing the doctor giving you the good news, or you're visualizing yourself having the most beautiful, magical labor and birthing your baby, if you are visualizing yourself buying your new car, driving in your new car, if you're visualizing yourself on the dream holiday with your family, don't just see it. You need to create it. And what happens when you create something in your mind? You feel it. You have to feel the feelings. So would you get goosebumps? Would you feel so elated? Would you feel free? Would you feel relaxed? Would you feel excited? Create those feelings for yourself. It is so powerful. I have manifested so many things purely just from using the step of visualization. And yes, of course, I manifested those things because they were aligned with what I wanted, and because I was always taking actionable steps toward those things as well. I wasn't just like closing my eyes and visualizing them, expecting it to pop up on a silver platter. However, I do want to add, honestly, that's happened sometimes. I feel like if you are so aligned, that's why the word aligned and the principle of being in alignment is so powerful, because if you are so aligned, if you are vibrating high, if you shut your eyes and visualize, again, you don't have to shut your eyes, however it works for you. I shut my eyes. I visualize what it is that I want, and it's so aligned, it actually will just appear, which is so magical and so exciting. But very often, because we're humans, there are other bits and pieces that come into it. But that's why you have a podcast series like this. This is why I'm helping you. I'm telling you all the reasons as to why it might not work, and I'm helping you with all the ways that we can make it work. Okay, so we've talked about being in alignment, what it means to actually feel in alignment, be in alignment, but also asking for desires that are in alignment with who you are, because there's kind of two parts to that. We've talked about vibrating high, vibrating low, energy attracting energy, energy that doesn't align, and then we've kind of tapped on the power of the mind visualization. We've talked about acting as if. I know I'm talking out loud about all the things I've talked about, but I kind of want to jog your memory as well. When we are in this step of aligning and allowing, we are about to let it go, right? So what do we need to do before we let it go and move into that state of receiving? We have to, of course, believe that we are worthy and deserving of this desire. We have to believe that this dream is not only perfect for us, and not only do we deserve it, but we can't perceive this dream as big and hard. If we perceive this dream as big and hard, we are putting that dream on a pedestal. We are putting it away from us. We're putting it far away. However, this dream, the thing that you want, your desire, is achievable. It can be easy. It can be fun to attract if you believe it to be so. If you make this dream an equal to you, you vibrate on the same level, and you're letting the universe know that you are so deserving and worthy of this dream because you are its equal. You deserve it because you are good enough, because you are capable enough, because you are ready. So when you are stepping into that state of believing, you're aligning yourself with this dream. Again, that word align. It's all about aligning yourself as an equal, as a partner, as a co-creator. You are declaring to the universe that you are here, you are open, you are ready, and it feels good because you are in alignment. When you are in alignment, you feel good, and it feels good to feel good. So if you're getting confused or overwhelmed, just go back to, how do I want to feel? Again, I want to feel good. So raise your vibration, get in alignment, fill your cup up. It can be quite simple. Like, we can just take it back to the basics. And I always do that if I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm just like, well, I need to just feel good. if I feel good, the universe does the work for me behind the scenes. We don't have to be controlling how it happens. We just need to know what we want and how we want to feel. The universe will do the rest. It's not our job to control our desire. And I won't move into that just yet because I kind of want to finish this, like the second half on allowing and surrendering. Okay, so I'm just starting to learn a little bit more about this side of things, but I think it's really interesting. So our nervous system and our emotional state signals to our body whether we are in survival mode or whether we are in a safe, expansive mode. So what you want to do is you want to shift your emotional baseline. How do we do that? Because first of all, what it does when we shift our emotional baseline, it creates the right internal environment for receiving. And what we are doing right now is we are wanting to move out of the desire state to the receive state. So we need to shift our emotional baseline to signal to our body that we are open, we are ready, we are safe to receive. Because if we are constricted, if we are scared, if we are filled with fear and signaling to our body that we are in like fight or flight, we are completely closed up. And our manifestations, our desires may be just right there, just waiting, but we are completely blocking it because our walls are up. We are closed down. We are away. We are blocking it. But we need to open up. We need to open our heart. We need to allow. We need to trust. And often we won't allow and trust and open up because we are actually scared of success or we're scared of change. We can be scared of our own dream. I worked out that I was scared of my own dream after years. And I was so confused because I was like, what do you mean I wanted that dream so much? What do you mean that I'm afraid of it? But I was afraid of success and what that might bring. Was it going to be judgment? Was it going to be disappointment or failure down the track? Was it going to mean I had to move away or make big changes or sacrifices that I actually didn't want to make? So we need to shift our emotional baseline. Now, women, and I know I have all different genders that listen to this podcast, but I can see in my analytics, the majority of you are women or identify as women. So women naturally access more of the right side of our brain. So we need to tap into this and we need to use it. So the left brain thrives on structure and repetition. The right brain lights up when you are doing something new, open-ended, or playful. So the left brain is our logical brain and the right brain is our creative brain. What the left brain does is it collapses possibilities. What the right brain does is it's expansive and it connects us to divine inspiration. It's open, it's optimistic, and it's like creative, and it's the side of the brain that will help us get into alignment. So what are some ways that we can use our right side of the brain more so we can activate it, so we can be expansive and open and creative? So things like painting, coloring in, the coloring booklet, dancing, movement, letting go, trying a new creative hobby, not with the intention of getting something out of it or seeing how good you are, just because it's fun. Just doing something because it's fun. Meditating, daydreaming. Look up at the clouds. Visualize what it is that you want while you're looking up at the clouds. Go to the beach, watch the waves. Tapping into sound and rhythm. That's why I think a lot of yoga teachers use drums and they chant. It can be really powerful in activating that right side of the brain. Spending time in nature, of course. One big one that I do and I need to not do is stop trying to solve things. So not only will this stop us using the right side of our brain in the best way that we can, it also stops us from manifesting our desires, because essentially what we are doing when we are trying to solve every problem that we have is we are controlling our life and our desires and trying to dictate how everything goes. The universe does not have a chance to co-create with us, and we are not open to divine guidance, divine intervention. So if you're stuck on something, instead of trying to solve it, give your brain a break. Actually let it go and go and do something creative. Go walk your dog, go lie in the sun. Divine answers, they often drop in when we are actually still, and when we give them a chance to actually be shown to us. They're being shown to us all the time, but because we're humans, because we're rushing around, because of how the world is at the moment, we miss them. I find that really sad to think of all of the signs that I missed when I'm like begging for help or, divine guidance or answers. They have 100% been there, but I have been too clouded by like fear or self-judgment or self-doubt or like comparison to see them and to take them in. Okay, another one is, and the last one is letting go of perfection. So if you are striving for perfection, the right brain, it will not align with that. So let go of the idea that things have to be polished and impressive. So that is ways that you can activate your right side of your brain more, and that will really help you get into alignment and then be able to step into that version of you that is ready to receive. So let's talk more about surrendering and letting go and trusting the process, actually allowing our desires now at this part in Make It More Than a Dream, in this manifestation challenge. We are ready to receive our desires. So let's talk about how we actually do it. It is to let go. As I mentioned before, it can be very hard to let go when we want something so bad because we believe we know what we want and we believe we know how it should come to us. But guess what? We don't know how it should come to us, and that is none of our business. What we do when we are so laser focused on one goal and one goal only, we block all of the other possibilities from coming to us. Now, I know that I say to be focused and to gain clarity. This is different. This is what I'm talking about here is if you have let's take my example. So when I was wanting so badly to, be this successful actress, it's all I wanted. After I wrapped on H2O, all I wanted was to be a successful actress. I poured my love, my energy, all my money, all my time into becoming this actress, this dream of mine. It's all I wanted. It's all I believed I was good at. And it's all I knew would make me happy. I knew because I was me. What I did for years and years and years and years was I completely blocked so many other possibilities from opening up for me. So many doors could have opened and I could have walked right through, but I wasn't allowing them to open. Like I was keeping them shut because I was laser focused on one outcome, and that outcome was actually not right for me. I was chasing that dream for all the wrong reasons, which I've talked about in podcasts before. Now, you want to detach from the outcome. What does that mean? And why are we doing it in this step? We're doing it in this step because when you surrender, when you let go, it means that you are declaring, you are saying to the universe that I trust that this could be right for me, exactly what I am manifesting and exactly what I am wanting, or something even better could be right for me, and I am open to that. So I'm letting you in, and I'm going to go off. I'm going to enjoy my life while you work it out, and I'm going to keep my vibration high and let go and trust. Again, it can be hard to walk away from something when you want it so bad. We want to control it because we are human. That is what we are programmed to do. I controlled my desire for so long, and what happened when I gave up the need, that urge to control, life started flowing with me instead of against me. I was so attached to one outcome, I blocked all of the others. When I detached from that one outcome and I said what Gabby Bernstein likes to say during this step, which is, I accept this or something better, I allowed Pass Around the Smile to come into my reality. Pass Around the Smile is now like it's an e-commerce store, it's a movement. I make oracle cards, journals, I have a podcast, I do events, I have a community. I am so fulfilled in so many different areas, all because I finally let go, surrendered, and trusted the process. I allowed. It is time to allow. It is time to get out of the way and trust that the universe has your back. Now, when I was pregnant, I was so sick. Again, I've told this story, but I'll say it as a reminder. I was so sick and I was so stressed about how Pass Around the Smile was going to continue. I thought my business was doomed because I was too sick to work. What I did after a few weeks of trying to control everything and being so wound up and making assumptions in my head about how everything was going to be completely like a complete disaster, I allowed. I allowed the universe to help me. I stepped out of the way and I trusted that my previous work was going to flow on over, and I then had the best 3 months in my business and I laid on the couch during that 3 months. Our minds are so powerful. when you get out of the way, you allow the universe, who has your back completely, or whoever you believe in, your loved ones in heaven, a beautiful, colorful light of energy, your angels, they are here to help us. If you believe that they are here to help you, they will help you and they will guide you, but you have to allow them to. And I know it can be scary, but if we don't have that faith, then what do we have? I'm going to end on a couple of practical tips, and then I'm going to do a little bit of an overview because, to be honest, I'm quite excited about today's episode. I know there's been so much information. I'm a little bit here, there, and everywhere, so I'm going to do like a little overview. Okay, so the universe cannot deliver to a closed door. If you are gripping, doubting, micromanaging, or obsessing, your energy is closed. Allowing is about cracking that door open and trusting that your desire is making its way to you. Remember, we are now moving out of a state of desire. We are moving into a state of receiving. Because if you are desiring something, you are far away from it. If you are receiving something, you are there, ready and open to receive. So let's all together now step out of that desire. It's not something for future you. It's for you now. You're ready to desire it. You're ready to receive it, and you are more than worthy of receiving it. Okay, the next little one I really like. It's surrendering isn't giving up, it's moving aside. Because essentially sometimes surrendering can feel like you're giving up. I'm not saying stop everything, all of the actionable steps that you are taking to get to your goal. Let's say that you are going for a promotion, right? You've got really clear, you've focused, you've asked it loud and clear, you've believed, you're visualizing, you've done all the steps. And then you get to the step of surrender. Now, I'm not saying like, as we surrender and let go and trust, that you need to like stop everything that you are doing to receive that desire. You do want to stop everything that feels forced. So let's say your boss has said, guys, everyone that's going for this promotion, please don't email me about it. I'm working on it, but please don't email me about it. And, I'll get back to you. But it gets to, let's say, 3 or 4 weeks down the track and you still haven't heard about the promotion. So you think, I'll just send him a little email. I know he said don't, but I'll just send him a little email and check in. And, I'll just make it a little question. And I'll make the actual email about something else. So you're trying to essentially like bypass the universe and get some answers because you're desperate. What you are doing there is not only are you not trusting the universe, you are controlling your desire and you are micromanaging it. So you are closed. You still want to take, though, actionable and steps that feel inspiring and exciting and creative toward your goal. So maybe that for you is, you know what, in this promotion, I know that I'm going to have to create this pitch to this fashion label, let's say, for example. So you might jump on Canva one night when you're feeling so inspired and create this pitch because it feels good, because it feels exciting. You're bringing in all the clothes and the colors and you're just having fun and you're letting go. You're not doing it to send it to your boss. You're not doing it to like show the universe that you can do it. You're not trying to prove anything to anyone. You're taking actionable steps. So you might think, I might have this ready for as soon as I get the role because you're acting as if, or you might just be like, I don't know, it felt good, right? So you're doing it. Why I'm kind of trying to give this example is I don't want you to stop working toward your goals in physical ways when you are surrendering. I don't want it to feel like you are giving up. Surrendering isn't giving up, it's stepping aside. So still work toward it if it feels good and exciting. If anything feels forced, if you are starting another example with that promotion one to go, this person's going on maternity leave, so I'll step into the role that way. And then, that's how I'll get the role. Again, you are not letting the universe do its thing. And you are still so attached to that one outcome of getting the promotion because you are stressing over why you haven't got it. But what about if a whole new job with way more money and closer to your home is going to become available to you? You have to be open to it. So surrender, let go. Surrendering and letting go, a really good thing to do in this process is to distract yourself with things that make you feel good. We've kind of already talked about that before. But you really got to have that trust and that connection as well with your higher powers and your higher self. But I feel like for me, it's my higher powers that I really need to lean on during the surrendering process, because I need to know and trust and believe that they know exactly what I need and want at this moment. So I can go relax and enjoy my life and have fun and trust that they are doing the work behind the scenes. Again, if I feel like taking actionable steps toward this goal, then I can. Like, okay, one more example, just because I want to make this really clear. I really want you guys to understand. And I'm trying to just touch on a lot of different things so that where you are in your life, it's relatable. So let's go to mine and Luke's goal of a family home in a couple of years. Let's say that we get to the point of, all right, we really need to surrender now. It's time to let it go. It's time to trust that it's all going to unfold. So really for us, that would be closer to when we want to do it down the track. But let's say we're there. While we are surrendering, while we are letting go, while we are trusting the process, an actionable step that feels good and fun and that is important and realistic as a human trying to attain something would be to go to an open home, or to, I don't know, let's say you have a dream home, to drop a letter in their letterbox. If it feels good, if it feels exciting, if you get like a drop in from the universe of do this thing, then do it. However, if we were to like call up every real estate agent and it was tiring and we felt it was so forced, we were like, this is what we want, and we were like scouring the internet every single day for, the perfect home, and then we were feeling like it was making us all stressed and anxious, that is not an actionable way to move toward your goal while you are in the process of surrendering. Am I making sense? I guess I just want to make it really clear to you that you're not giving up when you're surrendering. You're just stepping aside, and you can still work toward that thing if it feels good. Okay. Uncertainty is not a punishment. It's an opportunity. So in the space between your desire and your manifestation, your faith is like, it's really activated, right? That's the growth. That is where you become the version of you who can hold the thing that you've asked for. So when you are feeling uncertain, when you're feeling unsure, when you're in that space between desire and receive, don't see it as space and time. It's moving on. It's like I'm falling behind. It's still not coming. See it as growth and expansion. Again, when we are open to receiving, we are expansive. When we are closed off, we are constricted. We are away. We are blocked. Okay, so the last one, control comes from fear. Trust comes from alignment. You don't need to fake detachment, but you do need to know when to loosen your grip. And I think that here it's like trust is a muscle, right? The more you practice it to trust and to let go, the easier it will feel. And what you will be shown in this process is that you can trust your angels or your universe or the universe or whoever you believe in, because they will show you. And then the next time it will become easier. You build it. We never want to force. If something during your manifestation feels forced, something is wrong. So then deconstruct it. Why do I feel forced right now? Okay. Is it like that I am, detached to just only one outcome? Is it that I'm trying to make something happen that's not right for me? Is it because I'm asking for too much? Is it because I'm not clear? Is it because my fears are getting in the way? I know this can seem overwhelming, but it's actually not. It's about listening into your heart. Your heart knows things your mind cannot explain. You are the best person for your dream. You know exactly what you need and exactly what you want. You just have to trust. So Abraham Hicks has this, I don't know if she calls it a game or an activity, but it's the wouldn't it be nice if game, let's say. So the Abraham Hicks technique, I'm going to read this so I don't get it wrong, is a gentle way to signal desire without pressure. For example, wouldn't it be nice if the perfect opportunity landed soon? It's light, it's playful, and it's full of trusted energy. So that's something else that you can say. So I like the Gabby Bernstein one, I accept this, or something better. You can say that when you are surrendering. And when you're kind of stuck in that version of you that's like, oh, I really desire this thing, it feels far away, but actually, no, I can receive it because I'm ready, I've done the work, I'm worthy and deserving. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if the perfect opportunity landed soon? It just feels nice, right? Okay, so let's finish there. That was a lot. That was a lot, guys. And the little overview, if you are a person who learns through writing, I of course have the guide booklet for the 4-week manifestation course that has overviews of each week written down. It has the specific questions that you can ask your oracle cards. It has specific journal prompts for each week. It's your kind of portal, I guess, to really open up and like give this a real shot. You've got the soundtrack ritual, you've got the coloring book. I really do feel that I've provided you with all the resources to really make this work for you. So basically today is all about aligning and allowing. You can align your energy in attune to your values and your beliefs. You should know by now what your values and beliefs are because we gained the clarity in week 1. You should be asking with power and with belief because you deserve this thing and you want this thing. And then when we're in alignment and we're feeling good, we are able to vibrate high without even trying. And then, of course, what we want is vibrating straight back to us like a magnet. We're now stepping out of desire and into receiving because it is time. You are ready to receive. So step into the version of you that has the thing. After you've finished your visualizing and you feel like it's yours, again, you can still visualize while you're surrendering. That's not you controlling your dream. That's not you trusting that it hasn't been heard if it feels good and fun. Checking in with how you feel. Now, week 4, of course, is our last week. Wow. And it's the live podcast. Oh my God, so exciting. So you will be able to ask me questions in real time. We'll be able to chat. It'll be really we'll be talking about receiving with gratitude, but we will also be talking about everything within this course, anything that you were stuck on, anything that you want clarity on or more examples on. Register only if you can definitely make it, please, just so everyone can come. If they want to come, they can get in because I do have to cap it. Again, I'm not sure if there'll be 10 of you. I'm not sure if there'll be 500 or 1,000 of you that want to go on. Who knows? I'm going to have my mum moderate on there just in case there's a few too many questions and I get lost, but please join. It'll be really fun. The link is in the show notes. Register 7 a.m. on the 2nd of August. Will be week 4. Oh my gosh, I'm rambling now. Thank you so much for doing this. If you have listened this far into this podcast, I'm so proud of you. You are doing so much for you, for your life. You are showing up for you. You are honoring yourself. Let's chat in the Facebook community. Join it. Please rate this podcast on Spotify or Apple. If you like it, leave a comment or just rate it, whatever. It really does help me continue making episodes for you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.